Do you believe in twin flames? Would you consider your relationship to be such a special connection?
Yeah, I think she's asking, like, do you consider your relationship to be a twin flame relationship?
Can you define twin flames for me?
Yes. So this is, not like some medical term.
Really?
No, it's not. Huh. I actually went to ChatGPT because I wanted, there's a lot of people that have different definitions and takes on twin flames. Chat says twin flames are a concept in spirituality and metaphysics, often described as two souls that are deeply connected on a spiritual level, believed to be two halves of one soul that were split and then incarnated into two separate bodies. The idea is that twin flames have an intense bond that transcends physical, emotional, and mental connections. This bond is said to lead to both challenges and personal growth, often associated with a spiritual awakening. And I'll go on to read what else it gave me. But just from that, it's one of those things where, do I believe in it? Like, would I put a stake in the ground and say, I believe in this? No. Do I think it's possible? Totally. If we're talking about, 2 questions ago, we're talking about the soul, and is there this possibility for a soul, whatever that is, this energetic being, to split into two and to have two different, incarnations in 2 different bodies? Yeah, totally possible. And I would have no idea. And I realize that's such a gray answer, but I would say I'm not going to bet money on it, but I think it's totally plausible. And would we consider our relationship to be like that kind of connection? Well, Christina Rice told us that we were twin flames, but again, it's who knows? The thing that caught my eye was when ChatGPT gave key characteristics of twin flames. And this is just obviously pulling from the existence of the internet, right? From all over. So it talks about deep connection. Twin flames are said to feel almost an immediate sense of recognition when they meet. We met at 15 and we're basically together shortly thereafter, and just recognized each other as there's something in you that I love. Mm-hmm. This connection is often described as magnetic and life-changing. They're complementary energies, so twin flames are often thought to mirror each other, possessing opposite traits that complement one another. I do tend to think that we complement each other nicely. Spiritual growth. Twin flames are believed to challenge one another to heal and grow spiritually. That we have definitely done. This process may involve difficult lessons, but ultimately leads to a deeper sense of self-awareness. This one was the one that really caught my eye regarding twin flames. Union and separation. It's commonly said that twin flames go through periods of separation and reunion where their personal growth takes place during the separation, and they come back together when ready for a deeper connection.
Yeah, that nails it.
So that's, basically our love story. So based on the key characteristics that ChatGPT gave me, it's yeah, we might be twin flames. That sounds kind of cool. But, when I just think about my own experience of my time with you, if we're one soul split into 2 bodies, I can say that the time when I was at my lowest and sickest, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, was when we were not together. Partially when we were still married, and then through our divorce, and then, getting healthy on my own, figuring out how to get healthy on my own as we were, coming back together, and we were 2 different people. Mm-hmm. And I can say that there were some synchronicities when we were apart, that ultimately led us back together, that were when we, reconnected, ultimately it was whoa.
Yeah.
We stopped drinking at exactly the same point in time.
We navigated to the same fields of profession and interests.
We went through the exact same hormonal challenges, and body challenges, just in masculine and feminine, but they were the exact same. And, decided to get ourselves well at basically the same time. So there was some like weird timing things that was like, whoa, what are the chances? And then, yeah, just like when I was apart from you, it was the worst. It was the sickest, but I had to learn how to like get myself well so that I could be with you again. So yeah, I don't know. I have no idea if we're twin flames, but based on these characteristics and definition,
I believe we meet the definition of twin flames.
Sure.
I have no reason to believe that twin flames is the thing. But it's cool. It's great. And there are some wild things about our relationship that have been, otherworldly. They've been completely psychedelic. We promised to be together forever when we were 16 years old, staring up at the night sky, and we saw like 13 shooting stars immediately. Like, whoa, crazy shit.
Yeah.
Our whole reconciliation is like better than any, corny romance movie or novel. We've had psychedelic journeys where I've seen you in your body's changed shape to being an old woman, to being a Native American woman, to like multiple different iterations of you. And I recognized you in all of them and loved you in all of them. I've seen you through your eyes, but I've also not seen you through your eyes. I've stared at you and thought you were completely lost, and the person that I loved and knew was gone forever. And then 3 years later, I saw you again through your eyes, and you looked the same in the eyeballs. Your eyes were the same, but there was something there that was like so beyond the three-dimensional world. I mean, there's countless examples, like you've spoken my thoughts, both in times of like meditation or ceremony, but also like fucking around in the kitchen. It's just so insane sometimes.
Yeah, and vice versa.
Yeah.
I always tell you when I'm like, you just read my thoughts.
Yeah.
You just stole my thoughts.
Yeah. And you have a way of knowing exactly what is best for me, even if I have no clue. Like, even if I'm just so stubbornly opposed to it in that moment, I always look back and go, God damn it. She totally was right. Emotionally, you're always emotionally like exactly what I need, So yeah, it's like whatever twin flames is, just like the first question where it's like, fucking, I don't know. But there is something really, really metaphysical about our dynamic, our relationship that I think is possible in many, many relationships to experience. And so, fuck it, let's call it twin flames. Thank you so much for listening.
If you enjoyed that, check out right over here for some more fun clips.
Oh, and you're going to want to subscribe.
Bye.